Hello everyone, back again doing a review of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels. This is the deck profile here. I wanted to at least show what he's working with here.
If you want me to make a video like how it plays on plays against duelist challenges, just let me know and I'll do it, because then at least you can see the deck. But it's just not great going against rank matches just because of the time limit. And that, guys, wherever you are in the world, if you enjoyed this deck, hit that thumbs up, help the channel grow, and I get to see if you enjoy this deck. But yeah,
Alright, the time limit sucks for online play. You like 2 minutes and every chain counts. Yeah, it's rough. Okay, so he opened a couple incantations. He's going to be getting a couple draws / slurches. Yeah, he's going to get 4 or 5 pluses here. I'd call that a 4 to 5 star opening hand. Might be slightly unfortunate to go second, and the alternative could be something different. Oh, reincarnation on the first turn. That is not good. Still open. Okay, I guess. Still got the extravagance. Prep, search chalice slime. Got the chaos forms. Okay, go for another incantation. Get you to something else. Get you to chaos max. Okay, cool. Does he OTK here? That's disgusting. Yeah, he had game there. That's disturbing how good that was. No, just let me search too. It's fine. Chaos Max sitting there. 4,000 attack. Double piercing? Yeah. Made that mistake once with a trick clown. Accidentally put him in defense mode. Should have just put him with 0 in attack mode at that point. We only took him 4,000 instead of 8,000. Definitely Endymion Pendulum going on here. Your counters, all that. Oh, big negator guy on the board. Remind me, I'm holding the camera with one hand here. Try to lift my weight here. Oh, of course, the camera didn't like that when I moved my leg. Okay, incantation, and get you a search. We pretty much all search each other, so if you're not familiar, that's the gimmick going on here. Hopefully I'll go back and listen to what he had to say when he was doing the deck profile, as long as the camera allows it. So he's got, what, 2 maxes? I would say you go to the extra deck, but they're already like unaffected or something. So I mean, you don't really have to minus yourself there. For what, maybe a 38? Negate 1 spell. Probably won't even matter. Okay, not the most awful move. Is he gonna get around this? Or the little pendulum spammer's gonna, you know, gonna find a way, or then no. Yep, rid of those. You got some big boys to deal with, so let's see. This should be a replay, not a live duel. Okay, he opened another incantation. Good thing he didn't put him in defense. I think he knew better. I wouldn't kill the extra deck one unless you had to. Because you can just bring it back out. Now he has to link off to get multiple if he wants them. Ooh. Rank 7 guy. Ebon Illusion Edition. He's reading it. I don't even exactly know what it does. So you can only special one from the extra deck to the extra monster zone, and then the other pendulum came from hand. Okay. Destroyed himself by attacking. Float down. You make something off this? Yeah, he was done for. Never know what's going on with the second. Oh, the storm. There you go. That's a 6 card. That is very decent right now. I'm trying to keep this light from glaring on the screen. I mean, it's literally facing. I can't do much about it. My knee a bit. Need to get a decently long video up while I can. Record that and then start working on some other stuff. Doing some Pokemon trades because I literally ran out of room on my platinum from moving stuff over, so I have to trade some catch stuff, trade them over, release them, all that kind of fun stuff. Ooh, that was kind of an oversight there, I think. I don't know if you noticed that. Or it's AI, so who cares? You're stupid. It's a computer. It's not a human. It will never be a human. Never be smarter than a human. Alright, well, I reckon that's the video. I'm going back into the beginning here to show what he had to say.
Giving you another deck for Link Evolution. Today, guys, we're doing a... Basically, it's that simple. It's either your OTK or your... Just for a couple of videos.
Yeah, I apologize. I gotta skip at least till here. Hopefully I didn't miss anything.
Toon Cyber Dragon because it shares the same effect, but because it has Toon in its name, it's searchable with that.
Oh, this is a different video for sure. It's like, wait a minute, I don't remember Ash being in there, and then I saw the trains. I was like, that's not the same video. Just give me a moment here. I apologize, guys. This was Silent Castle finding these videos,
What's
so
up, guys? It's Mega giving you another deck for
he
Link
knows
Evolution.
all about this stuff.
Guys, because I've had to make this deck. Got any deck shown so far?
He
Check out the
finds
card hub.
like people that aren't real top tier or whatever, and you get to learn
realistically need to,
like the rare combos and stuff like that. More risk reward, that kind of stuff. And they're not trying to just OTK each other. So at least the duels are kind of entertaining in that way.
And also because you are running the Blue Eyes White Dragon,
it's more like what you'd see on the TV show as opposed to competitive play.
Speaking of alternative,
which I actually really prefer a lot, mostly.
Especially on this card for free. Again, it's a level 8, so if you do have Chaos form,
Yeah,
it
you
can
probably
summon
only
the
need one
Chaos
of
Max
that.
Dragon and the Chaos Dragon. But also because, like I say, if you
Searchable,
have a Blue Eyes White
3-in-1.
Dragon in your hand, you can summon this card for
It's a
free, then
board.
you can do your ritual plays, and you can just basically
Nice.
have 7,000 attack points, or
Lightning
even more
Storm
if you want
is
to play as
good.
defense mode. 3 copies of Gale Dogra.
I
This
don't
card
know
is
that I
actually
agree with
very,
either.
very useful. You pay
Maybe I
3,000
play
life
one
points, which
and I
is a
play
steep cost,
either
but you get to send
Twin
one monster
Twister,
from your extra deck to the graveyard.
Feather
If you're
Duster,
running free of a certain fusion and free of a certain ritual,
Cosmic,
which
and
comes
MST.
in very handy. So if you send the fusion, you can destroy 1 card on your opponent's field.
Obviously, you're going to send Ventus and then you pop a card off Ventus.
Synchro, which is Herald of the Arclight,
That's a Force Barrel from the extra deck.
you can add a ritual monster or ritual spell from your deck to your hands. You see what I mean? You just used your extra deck to just pretty much either build your hand without the rituals, or you just pop a card your opponent has for an
yeah,
OTK.
you can send Arclight,
and this isn't a once per turn, so you
does
can
it say
destroy
extra
2
deck or does
cards
it say
or add like 2 rituals to your hand.
from your extra deck? Wow,
so yeah,
yikes.
Gale Dogra
That is a very old card, clearly.
Then on to the
It doesn't even say a
cards,
fusion, it
guys.
says a card from the
Have
extra
effects
deck.
where you either reveal a spell, a ritual
I thought
spell,
that was
or
funny
a
with
ritual monster to special
the
summon them.
heraldic
Then you get special summon another
patriarch. You could summon a
another
double force.
incantation monster from the
It
deck.
takes your normal.
And then they have effects based if they are
Then you
spent
could get
to summon from
unicorn,
the deck.
and
So
you could like bring him back, and then link off and
if this
double
card is
force
special
again.
summoned, you can target a ritual spell in your grave and add it to your hand, where it comes in
really know
handy
what you
when
end
you want
on,
to
but
recycle
you can
through
do it.
your deck. Or recycle your graveyard.
Obviously,
so
all
you can
these
just go
search
through
for each other.
2 copies of Incantation Candle.
I'm
This
gonna
lets you
go back
add
here and shut up here.
the special summon from the deck. So to special summon them, then you get special summon another another incantation monster from the deck, and then they have effects based if they are special summoned from the deck. So with Bookstore, if this card is special summoned, you can target a ritual spell in your grave and add it to your hand, where it comes in handy when you want to recycle through your deck, or recycle your graveyard so you can just go through more. 2 copies of Incantation Candle. This lets you add a ritual spell from your deck to your hand. So that searches out the Chaos form, the Advanced Ritual Art, and also the Incantation ritual itself. Then 2 copies of Pencil Plume. This lets you add a ritual monster from your graveyard to your hand. So if you did have to use like a Chaos Dragon or Chaos Max to summon a Chaos Max, it just brings it back to your hand. And then finally, 2 copies of Tails Mandra, which lets you add a ritual monster from your deck.
I'm trying to get the picture where you can at least see the card on the left side of the screen.
Of Zagborg, the Mega Monarch. So when you play your incantation cards effects, you special summon them. You aren't normal summoning. Then when you've done your ritual plays, you can ritual summon doesn't class as normal summoning. So just by summoning your 2 incantations, Zagborg is alive, and his effect is actually pretty useful. So if he is tribute summoned, you can target 1 monster on the field. That does include himself. And if it was a light attribute, both players send as many cards as possible from the extra deck to the graveyard. So if you popped Zagborg or popped, I don't know, Pencil Plume, their effects get activated because obviously they're light. And then because you've sent like your fusions and your arc lights to the grave, their effect's going to trigger. So if you sent Pencil Plume, you could send all 3 of your fusions and pop 3 cards your opponent controls, or you could send all 3 heralds and add 3 ritual or a ritual spell to your hand. You see what I mean?
Omega, I think. If he goes to grave, I could be wrong on that.
We've got 1 copy of Chaos
Does
Dragon.
Omega get you something if he goes to grave?
Max, but he does
I want to say he does.
Max's effects where it cannot be destroyed by opponent's
card
effects, and also
or...
cannot be targeted with card effects. And if this card is ritual summoned using a Blue Eyes White Dragon, it does gain the ability where it can attack opponent's when it attacks opponent's monster, you can make its attack and defense become 0. Also, if it attacks a monster in defense mode, it inflicts piercing damage. And then we have 3 copies of the Big Boss Man Chaos Max Dragon. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, if this card attacks a monster in defense mode, inflict double piercing damage. So if your opponent has a monster with 0 defense points, that's an instant OTK. There was actually a strategy with this deck to use it with Sheen Spy, because you could just basically give your opponent
give him that and double piercing.
I didn't like that. I didn't decide to run that. I decided to take it out for Lightning Storm because I found this deck really struggles going second if your opponent has a board. So Lightning Storm just breaks the board, then you can just OTK. And then 3 copies of Incantation. Is it Chow Slime? You can reveal this card, discard 1 card that does include itself, and special summon 1 incantation monster from your deck. And obviously, because you special summon the incantation, you can play that monster's effect. If you do not special summon a ritual monster after you play this card's effect, you do lose 2,500 life points. So please bear that in mind. And also, you can send and also, if you did ritual summon this card, you can send out an incantation card from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard and target 1 monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Then going on to the spells, guys, you're only 3 copies of Advanced Ritual Art. With this card, you literally just send the 2
just want to let him talk
here.
A
copy of the Blue Eyes White Dragon to the grave to summon out your Chaos Dragon or your Chaos Max Dragon. Pretty much anything you can do. It can only send cards from the deck to the grave. So if you've used both your Blue Eyes, by all means you can discard it. 2 copies of Chaos Form. This lets you summon out basically your Chaos Dragon or Chaos Max Dragon. The only downside with this card is you have to use monsters that equal exactly the monster you're summoning. So with the incantations, as you can see, like Bookshelves are 5 and Pencil Plumes are 3, you do reach level 8. So yeah, please bear in mind about this. And also you can use Talisman with Gale, because that does reach 8 as well. But please be mindful with Chaos Form. It does have to be the exact levels. And then we're running 1 copy of Incantation Inception. You can only ritual summon this card using incantation cards, so please bear that in mind. But it doesn't matter what levels they are. You can and this card can summon out any ritual monster. That does include the Chaos Maxes. And this card does have effects in the graveyard, so you can send 1 incantation card in your hand or face up on the field to the grave. So you could send a dead incantation, and then you can summon an incantation from your deck with a different name. So it does come in handy. So
I considered speeding these up, at least the duel parts, but I didn't want to, because I wanted you to see like how the duels actually work.
Bring out the Chaos Maxes. 3 copies of Lightning Storm. I'm sorry to add this because I just found if your opponent has a board full sets back row and everything, this deck struggles. You just play Lightning Storm, destroy the back row. You can just do whatever you want. Particularly, you don't want to destroy their monsters, especially have them in defense mode, because obviously the Chaos Maxes deal piercing damage if it's in defense mode. So that's the reason why. 3 copies of Pot of Extravagance. Yes, you don't want to banish your Herald of the Arclight or your Elder Entity Entis, but drawing those 2 cards is vital. That's why I'm running 3 copies in case one of them does get banished or a couple gets banished, so at least you can still play their abilities. But just drawing those 2 cards could be vital. 2 copies of Preparation of Rites. You can only add the Incantation Ritual Monster with this card, but as I said, the Incantation card, you can discard a card including itself to summon out an Incantation Monster, so it really comes in handy because it just lets you search through the deck, learn it down, and get in the cards you need. And then 3 copies of Melody of Awakening Dragon. Again, you've got to discard a card to activate this card, but you get to add 2 dragons with 3,000 or more attack points to your hand from your deck to your hand. So this card searches out the Chaos Max Dragon, the Chaos Dragon, and it can search out your Blue Eyes card. So with this 1 card, if you've got everything you need to form like 2 ritual summons, you're just missing the monster,
possibly
add them to your hand. If you want to add you've already got your ritual cards, you don't really need to do anything else. You can just add a little overboard. And
cut 3 of those cards.
See what I mean?
62, the Cipher, and the Blade.
Melody. And that's it for the deck, guys. We're going on to the extra deck.
We've got
3 copies of Elder Entity Entis.
Those
you don't
6
really
you
play
want
its
to keep.
abilities. The only effect you're ever going to play is if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. So with Gale's effect, you just literally pay 3,000 life points, send to the grave, boom, pop the opponent's card. Or if you're going to play its effect with Zoborg, again, just send to the graveyard, pop the opponent's card. Then 3 copies of Herald of the Arclight.
Hopefully
again,
you get to this far in the video.
Effect, you're going to play its graveyard effect, where if this card is sent to the
like
graveyard,
the video will run,
and
it'll shut off like 2-3 minutes later. It won't record, but it's still running. So that time, it's
the rest of it,
very
you don't really have to play again.
Last video was like 16 minutes.
I just started to add this card. You do not have to add this card no matter what. I just added it in just because why not? This card is listed, just one of them is going to get banished. The reason why you're running all these monsters in your extra deck is because you want to obviously fill your extra deck so you can play Extravagance's effect. So you don't particularly care for a Mega, you can just send it to the graveyard. Graveyard with Zarborg's effect, you particularly do not care. Oh, actually no, I don't think I do have graveyard effect. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 card in your graveyard, shuffle both, and then add this card back to the deck, basically. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so.
We do running like kind of a galaxy package in case you do want to go to Exceed Summoning, because the Chaos Maxes are level 8, and Zorborg is level 8 as well. So you've got Galaxy Ice Cypher Blade Dragon. You can overlay this card, or you can exceed on this card by overlaying a Galaxy Eyes Exceed monster. Once per turn, you can detach one Exceed material from this card, target one card in the field and destroy it. Comes in handy. The original Cypher Dragon, you're just going to use Cypher Dragon to exceed into other dragons, really.
Then play another 38.
Then you've got fully armored Photon
instead.
Dragon. This card is the same as Cypher, just that it pops only face-up monsters, or face-up cards, not any card. Hope Harbinger, if your opponent activates a spell or trap, this card negates it, and if you do, attach it to Hope Harbinger. Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon, I just added this card in because why not? You can just take it out and add a different one if you want. This card gains 200 attack for each rank on the field, including itself.
You could fit in a
the only downside is if you do not have a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as an overlay unit, it deals half the damage. And then finally you've got one copy of Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord.
Banish them. It's unlikely
to
matter,
like a quick effect where should your opponent activate a monster effect, you can detach one Exceed Steel and negate it, which really comes in handy. So yeah, that's it for the deck, guys. Like I say, this deck is all about part of Extravagance, just balances your cards, draw them, why not? It's all about searching, going into Chaos Maxes. You can go into the overlays, like I say. If you, for instance, were able to summon out Zorborg and Alternative, you can just overlay both of them to go into Hope Harbinger for a spell negate, or go into Photon Lord for a monster negate. It's completely up to you. Or you can just use them to go into the Chaos Max themselves, because also the level 8s. So the main focus of this deck is obviously it's going to Chaos Max to OTK your opponent. Obviously Chaos Dragon does share its kind of like protection, so you can just go into that. And yeah, that's all what this deck's all about, guys. So yeah, again, like I said earlier in the video, please could you put your request back if you did it. I do apologise, guys. It's annoyed me that I've lost my recordings and I've lost a lot of files as well. Yeah, unfortunately. So I've started my list. It's just blank, so please just put them, and I'll try my best to do it. And again, I'm sorry about the 6 Samurais, because again, it's the stupid timer just makes it near enough unplayable in ranked matches against like a friend, or on deck challenges. The deck is fantastic. You just can't do it online. If you want me to make a video like how it plays against
yeah, 6 Samurai would be awful in the time limit. I thought Cyber Dragons were bad enough. With card, search, chain this.
Because of the time limit. Yeah. I mean, guys, wherever you are in the world, if you enjoy this deck, hit that thumbs up,
run out
channel grow, and I can see if you enjoy this deck. But yeah, wherever you